Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Junior. Today we're going to be making challah bread. Challah, challah, challah. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 packet of yeast into 1 cup of warm water. You're just going to mix it around and make sure everything is combined, and if you have some extra yeast on your spoon, you just put it right back in. You're going to cover it and let it sit aside for 10 to 15 minutes. Now you're going to add your 3 cups of flour and 5 teaspoons of white sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt into your bread. You just make sure that you mix it up after you make sure everything is combined. You mix it up nicely and make sure that everything is combined. You just do what you gotta do. Now my yeast is ready. It has risen. Oh, we love it. We love it. We love to see it. So now you're gonna mix your yeast and you're gonna add all your yeast mixture into the pan. Now you're gonna add your 2/3 cups of corn oil or any type of unflavored oil. Now you're gonna mix everything together. You're gonna mix everything together. This is not my first time making this bread, and the first time it did not come out good. I'm so happy it looks better than how it looked the last time. So I had to add a little bit more flour because I started off with 2/3 cups of flour, 2 1/2 cups of flour at first. But now it's all good. Yeah, you're gonna use your hands to knead the flour in the bowl, and then you're gonna put it on a hard surface. But keep kneading, keep kneading. Make sure you get all the things on the side. We don't waste anything in this house. Now you're gonna knead it on a hard surface. My surface is clean. I made sure to clean it before I started making this recipe. So you're just gonna push the dough against your palm and just you push it out with your palm and you pull back in with your other hand, and you keep pushing and you pull back in, and you just knead it and just you show it some love. You know, everything needs to be shown some love at some point in time. You just keep kneading, you keep moving it, and you just show it some love. Now you see me pressing down on it. So when you press down on it, you'll know when it's ready when the dough starts to rise back up. So it has like some kind of like pushback. So in mine, it pushed back a little bit, but it was not ready. So it needed some more kneading. So yeah, just do what you gotta do. Knead, 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 knead. It's a beautiful dough though. Look there, I did it again. You know, I needed a little bit more pushback. I actually kneaded it for about 5 minutes until I got the pushback that I needed. Pushback that I needed. That's funny. And then I realized, you know what? Yeah, this dough is ready. And then you just make it into a ball, and you put it into a pan, and you cover it for 45 minutes. When your dough is ready, it should have risen about half. You're going to use your hand and you're going to make a fist, and you're going to punch the dough in a little bit to get out some of the air. I used a floured spatula to take it out of its container. Then I kneaded the dough a little bit more. You're going to make a ball, and then you're going to take a knife and cut the dough into 4 equal pieces. Yeah, some of them were bigger than others, but they're relatively same in size. So now you're gonna make 4 big long strings with your dough, and you're just gonna set them aside. Try to make them equal in size. You're gonna see that for the third one I couldn't actually make it equal in size, so I had to redo it. But yeah, just try and make it equal in size. It's gonna look good in the end. And see, you know, sometimes you're trying to be a perfectionist, and it wasn't looking too bad now that I see it. And now I did it again. I rolled it out again. But yeah, just roll it out, roll it out, roll it out. Do what you must, do what you must. Yeah, keep going. have fun with it. My favorite part about cooking is just the fun and the joy that you can have while you're cooking. Like, all your problems just soak away when you cook. So now you are going to take your braids and put them on top of each other. So you're gonna put one. I'm gonna put these in the descriptions. You're gonna make your braids overlap each other, and then you are going to move one braid to the side and put it underneath. You see, I'm having trouble remembering, but having trouble remembering even in the video. You're gonna put one braid on top of the other, and the one that is underneath the braid, you're gonna move it to the opposite side. But I'm going to put clearer instructions in the description box. And yeah, you're just, whichever one is underneath, you're gonna move it to the other side. You're gonna move it to the other side until you have almost no long pieces of dough left. And you just keep moving it to the other side, and then this is like the traditional way of making your challah bread. When you have no more dough, you just attach the sides together. You just put the pieces of dough you have, and you just tuck them underneath. You're gonna take a pan, and you're just gonna put your challah onto your pan. And you're going to cover it with a cloth, and you are going to let it sit for another 45 minutes to rise. This is how it looked after it rose for another 45 minutes. Because this is a vegan recipe, I used 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup to give it that brown top that the egg wash would have done. So yeah, you just wash it with the maple syrup mixture, and you bake it for 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm gonna give you a disclaimer before I take this out. So I have a problem with this pan that I use, but it came out beautifully. But I have a problem with this pan that I use. It cooks the dough at the bottom too quickly, and it gives it that charred brown look. But the dough and the challah bread tasted so good. It was done by the end of the night when my parents got home. That's how good it was. I was so proud of myself because I made it before, as I said, and it did not turn out as good as I wanted it to. But it looks so good. It tasted so good. It had this nice pull to it, and that's what you want when you eat challah bread. I just love getting challah bread from restaurants, and it's just so tasty, and I wanted to try and do that myself. But it is, look at that. Ain't God good? Like, look at that. It's just so flaky on the inside, and it was so tasty. Please like and subscribe, and remember, nobody got you like God got you.